Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to my channel, Light of Shaya. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to those of you who are new. I hope you enjoy the content, and welcome back to those of you who are returning. I simply want to say thank you so much for all of your support. I appreciate every single one of you. So today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading for what blessings are coming your way. So we have 3 piles here that have already been picked. The cards have already been picked out. I will be inserting a clip in just a moment here with the timestamps below. I hope you're all having a lovely day so far. I decided to take a couple days off from posting because I need some time for myself, so that's the reason why there hasn't been any videos. But I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I'll see you guys at your corresponding piles. Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to your pile selection. So for pile 1 here, we have this rose quartz obelisk. For pile 2, we have, I'm not entirely sure what this is, maybe obsidian? If you guys know, feel free to leave a comment down below. But we have that black obelisk there. And then for pile 3, we have this clear quartz obelisk. So feel free to take a moment to meditate on your stacks here. Trust your intuition when it comes to choosing a particular pile. And of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, there's likely a message contained within those piles for you as well. So I'll go ahead and see you guys at your corresponding piles. All right, hello and welcome, pile 1. If you chose this rose quartz obelisk, this is going to be your reading. So let's go ahead and see what blessings are coming your way. So from the wisdom of the oracle cards here, we have deep knowing. Okay, we have blessed. Okay, it's a pretty clear message, right? We have peace as well. Okay, that's beautiful. Peace, blessed, deep knowing. These are lovely cards. Okay, so from the angel prayers cards, we have study and learning. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. From the animal spirit oracle cards, we have be generous of spirit. And from the muse tarot, we have the high priestess. It's a Piscean energy. Look at that, deep knowing, right? That's beautiful. Knight of emotions. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. So Pisces is coming out very strongly. And we have the Ace of Materials, so a brand new offer coming your way. I often see this card as like a GPS marker as well, so there may be some travel involved here. Maybe you're going to go meet up with someone. But what's really beautiful here, I mean, come on, this right here is big. The High Priestess coming out here with this deep knowing card. I feel, pile 1, you're like in perfect alignment is what I'm sensing here. Being in this blessed state, you have a deep knowing that blessings are kind of more of an internalized state, and that you know that with your faith in a higher power, you can access this blessed state. There's this beautiful just inner knowing and peace, right? So if you guys aren't in this energy right now, the blessing coming to you is this. You're going to be incredibly aligned with your intuition. It's like everything is it's like all the puzzle pieces are perfectly fit together and everything is in a state of flow, right? It's really beautiful energy that I'm picking up on here. I just feel such a great sense of ease coming from these cards. If you've been struggling at all, or if you've been kind of maybe even confused or not sure where to go, one of the blessings that is coming your way is that you're going to know. You're going to be so certain about what your path is and where you're going in life is, and you're just gonna, it's just like, I get such a sense of ease and flow here, being in this beautiful blessed state. Your blessings are being in a blessed state. It's you're walking in abundance, you're walking in a blessed state, and I feel like other people can sense that with the be generous of spirit here, with the lion spirit. There's just a sense of regality to you. There's a sense of you just, there's more of that deep knowing coming from this lion, from a very confident state. I feel like you're going to be entering a state of absolute confidence here. This is the blessing coming your way. Not only are you incredibly aligned with your intuition, it's like you no longer doubt it. There's no doubts about where it is that you need to go. There's no doubts about your life in general. You're in this state of absolute ease and peace. And I feel like maybe some of you who are looking, this is maybe more of a confirmation for you. If you already have a deep knowing that something is on its way, I feel that this indeed is part of present energy and future energy to come. It's like your gifts are going to open up even more so to a point where you're just incredibly aligned with Source here, right? The dove here is coming through almost in a sense like the Holy Spirit even, right? So for those of you of a Christian background, there's a sense of like you just being in attunement with God, in attunement with life, right? With the study and learning card here, it says, "Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day." I feel that one of the blessings coming your way that's going to help you enter this place of peace and blessed energy here is that you're going to start seeing that every day is literally a learning day. There is something always to be learned in every day, right? All the lessons that come into our life, now you're conscious of them and you're able to wrap your mind around them and try and like deconstruct and assimilate the lesson, right? There's a sense of you knowing if an obstacle has been placed in your way, if there's difficulties in your life, you no longer make yourself a victim of circumstances. You're more so looking at it from a state of curiosity and saying, well, then how do I get past this? What can I do to fix this? What can I do to better align myself, right? And instead of like throwing a pity party for yourself, you're instead choosing to see every day as a learning day. And this is going to bring you such a sense of absolute peace because you know that everything is always working out for you. And that's why this lion is coming through as very regal. Not a lot of people at this time are capable of empowering themselves to the degree that you will be. And with more reason, this card saying be generous of spirit, I feel like you're definitely going to want to share this, divulge this information, right, with the High Priestess here. Divulge this information to inspire others and to help them align as well. Now, with the Knight of Emotions here, there may be a love offer coming your way as well. Perhaps some of you have an inner knowing that this is on its way, right? And with the Ace of Materials, the Ace of Pentacles, that is a possibility coming through here. You may be going to meet this person. You guys might be at a distance or something like that for some of you. But there's a sense of just ease. I mean, you could see even in this card, the expression on her face is a sense of ease. It's she's very comfortable in her place, right? I feel like you're also going to be following your heart a lot more here with the Knight of Emotions. It's like your heart space is open and it's almost like you have a sense of romance. Not just for like a partner, but also for the world. It's like you're seeing the love in people, right? There's this sense of, this is very spiritual energy coming through here, especially with the deep knowing, the High Priestess, and I mean all of them really are giving me the sense of just like highly spiritual. It's like you're very spiritually attuned, and it's beautiful because you're able to access your emotions and then share them with other people. That's likely what this Be Generous of Spirit is as well. As I was saying, I feel like you're going to be helping others through difficult circumstances, and that's because you know you're in a blessed state. Once this blessing comes in, it's going to be very clear to you. Everything is going to there's just a great deal of ease that I keep picking up on. For some of you, if you've been looking for like a monetary opportunity, the Divine is going to be granting you this. This may be a financial windfall. This could be simply an opportunity brought to you, maybe even in a love connection, maybe both combined here. That's quite interesting. I'm trying to see if I pick up on any other messages for you, Pile 1. There's a lot about the lunar cycles here. I'm getting a sense of like lunar cycles for whatever reason from this card. You can see there's 2 moons here, right? And then the shape of this was kind of giving me the impression of a moon. And then even the High Priestess has that moon there, right? Yeah, something about crescents. It's really interesting because I'm picking up on that as well with the Knight of Emotions. There's something about crescents here. Maybe a crescent moon. Maybe this will happen during a crescent moon or a full moon. Very interesting. I'm trying to pick up on that, but it's a little bit hidden out of view. It's very interesting. But I feel like no matter what the case here is for you, Pile 1, since you're so incredibly attuned here, this is just absolute attunement here. There's no way you can miss this. Essentially, if there is an opportunity coming your way, in love or in money, I feel like your intuition's leading you in that direction. So there's no way that you can miss out on this. There's no way. So don't worry about that, because this is indeed meant for you. Whatever this may be is meant for you, Pile 1. So that's pretty much going to wrap up the reading here. Feel free to leave a comment down below if this reading resonated. And of course, if you did enjoy it, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button as well. And as always, I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care. Hello and welcome, Pile 2. If you chose this black obelisk here, this is going to be your reading. So let's go ahead and see what blessings are coming your way. So from the Wisdom of the Oracle cards here, we have Co-Create. We have Between Worlds. Come to the Edge. We have, from the Angel Prayers cards, Transformation, Archangel Zadkiel. Thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. Okay. We have Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life, from the Animal Spirit Oracle cards. We have the Four of Emotions. So the Four of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Inspiration. Very interesting. So the Five of Wands. It's quite interesting to me that we have these beautiful energies here, and then there's this stuff here, right? There's like a sense of heaviness here. I feel, Pile 2, that I feel like you're going to figure out something pretty big about yourself. And how you're kind of in charge here of co-creating whatever it is that you want in this life. I feel like there's a sense of I feel like this is a message for you at this time about the blessings that are to come, but I feel more so this is something that might need to be addressed now. Very interesting message that I'm getting here, as opposed to what's coming up. I feel like there's definitely a lot of potential for you, Pile 2, to bring blessings into your life, but a lot of the reasons why some of these blessings haven't come into your life is likely because you may not believe that you're worthy of them, right? We have this Between Worlds card, right? It's kind of like, I'm getting two messages here, especially with this co-create energy here. You're very, very spiritually attuned, Pile 2. There's a sense of you walking between worlds. You're kind of like a soul that is capable of walking the spiritual path. It's like you're aware of the spiritual team around you. You're aware that there's a bigger picture, and you're aware that you have to be in this physical plane in order for you to move forward in life. And so there's this weird, I feel like there's a split inside of you in a sense of like trying to meld both of them together. It's like you're very spiritually attuned, but how do you blend that with our physical world? It's almost like there's a clash here between, interestingly enough, that Five of Inspiration, a clash here about belief systems, or like how it is that I fit into the world. It's almost like you feel like you're a misfit is kind of what I'm picking up on, especially with these cards. It's like nobody understands me. I can't seem to see eye to eye. Lack of self-worth, right? And I feel like maybe now I'm getting another message which is really interesting. I feel, Pile 2, if this reading is resonating for a past version of yourself, I feel like you have an excellent idea that you need to take a chance on. Because I feel like you can help others address this energy. If you've gone through this energy of lack of self-worth, nothing's ever working out for me, I can never see eye to eye with people, there's always way too much competition or arguments in my life, right? That kind of stuff. I feel like you have the capability of actually helping people transform from this, right? So for some of you, this may be a blessing in disguise, so to speak, right? A sense of this could be past energy, of course, of things not having worked out for you, always feeling that sense of lack or abandonment, and always feeling like you had to fight your way through the world, right? And this has made you a very resilient person, right? But I feel there's a need for you to share this with bring your ideas to life, right? Especially with this co-create energy. It's almost like you're stuck. You're not sure if you should move forward with something or something along those lines, because this Between Worlds card here and the Come to the Edge is kind of giving me that sense of like maybe you're like dancing on the ideas, so to speak. You're between worlds. You're like, should I do this? I don't know if I can do this. Am I capable of completing this work? Am I capable of doing what it is that I want to do in my life? And you're being supported through this. Basically, whatever it is that you choose to create with the universe, with the divine, with God, Spirit, you can do this. You can do this, but there is a need for empowerment here. I feel like maybe some of you are going to realize what's really interesting. The blessing that may be coming through to you is an incredible transformation here. I feel like you're going to leave a past version of yourself behind. And it's going to help you stay in this more playful energy. You can see how happy she is dancing on that rock or whatever, that thing that is sustained in the air, right? She's just having the time of her life, and she's not afraid of falling off the edge, right? There's very fool-like energy here. So I feel like maybe you will be a little bit more expansive and able to do things on a whim, right? Even if it means like dancing like there's no tomorrow, or there's a sense of just feeling freedom, right? Maybe leaving this black and white version of the world to you know, full HD, so to speak. It's quite interesting because I you know, this between worlds, right? You see this grayed out energy is really just, I'm picking up on this energy here. So for some of you, if you are currently in this energy, right, in the between worlds, this is saying that there's a reason behind why this is going on, right? We have 2 5s here, which is about change, right? And we have the transformation card, which is also indicative of change. It's Scorpio energy. It's the death energy. And Zadkiel is currently helping you through this transformation. And I feel like you're going to be leaving this old world behind. This old idea, right, of nothing works out for me, I can never have enough, or, you know, this whole feeling of being like a misfit, right? Now, for others of you, I think you're going to realize that this is something that is an internal experience for you that you are not aware that you have, right? Because I always get drawn to this particular card and how this figure doesn't want to look in the mirror. So maybe there's something that's deeply ingrained in your subconscious, or something that you grew up with. It could have been a falling out with an individual or a loss of some sort, right? That has always, that you've always in a sense maybe unknowingly carried with you and has impacted your self-worth. Maybe some of you will start seeing the beauty inside, right? Because it's almost like you don't want to look in the mirror, right? So this could be very well about your self-worth as well, especially with the 5 of Pentacles, because this card is about lack of self-worth, or like a poverty consciousness. It's a feelings of abandonment as well, being left out in the cold. I feel like if there are people in your life that start to give you this energy of like rejection, of not feeling good enough, I feel like you're going to know that these people aren't worth your time and energy anymore. And you're going to choose to leave these people behind, which is an incredible blessing, because now you could start making space for people who are actually worth your time, right? People who actually deserve your time and energy, people who want to be around you and genuinely want to spend time with you and appreciate you for who you are. Very interesting reading so far. So there is a sense of you, whatever this idea is, if you don't have an idea right now, I feel like you will be having one. And this idea is going to strike you probably in like a sense of like, it's going to be very quick, right? A sudden idea maybe that will get you a sense of like, oh, inspiration. But maybe then you'll feel like you can't make it work out because there's too much competition, or you don't have enough money, right? And so the opportunity here for this blessing to actually come into your life is come to the edge. Take a chance on it, right? If you believe that you can co-create this, you can, right? And there's this beauty in you of like being able to walk between worlds, right? Maybe some of you are tarot readers or have access to spiritual knowledge or information that other people don't. And this can actually help lead you through this. And it's about using these gifts that you have to also move forward in your world, right? Transformation says here, thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges, right? These past challenges are nothing for you, in a sense, right? I mean, it's really interesting because in pile 1 we did have understanding that every day is a learning day. And I feel like there's a message here about that. Every day is a learning day for us, Pile 2. Every day. There is always a lesson in the day. Whatever it may be, there's always a lesson to be learned, right? And the same thing goes for the bigger, heavier experiences in our life. Things that seem almost impossible to overcome, right? Sometimes those impossibilities are actually placed there by our very own mind, and we co-create these ideas. So it's about opening yourself up to the possibility of seeing your past challenges as a gift to have transformed you. Are you the person that you were yesterday? Are you the person that you were 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year, 5 years ago, right? Really look back on who you used to be and how much growth you have achieved. Because that's kind of what life is all about. It's about learning every single day. All of the experiences in our life give us a great deal of knowledge and wisdom that we can use to our benefit, right? And I feel like Pile 2, you have brilliant ideas that you can easily manifest in this world. I feel like the only issue here is getting out of the sense that you can't do this. And I feel like there is the possibility for you to do this. I feel like there's a blessing. The blessing in and of itself, it's really fascinating, is almost kind of giving me a sense of like believing in yourself and your capabilities. Because if you don't believe, then you can't achieve it, essentially, right? It's almost like you're waiting for like a lucky stroke or something like that, like something, to suddenly just appear in your life, like fall in your lap. And oftentimes in life, it's about investing energy in something. When you invest energy into something, eventually it gets paid back. It's just the way the universe works, right? For every action there is a reaction, and energy can only be transferred and not destroyed, right? So when you invest in something, even if it may even turn out to like for whatever reason you deem it a failure, it's not, because it taught you a great deal, and now those lessons you will carry for the rest of your life, right? Think of life as a marathon and not just the day-to-day, although it's very important for us to recognize the present moment, but we do have to take into consideration the future, right? What kind of future we want to build for ourselves. And I feel, Pile 2, that it's likely that you'll be stepping into that. There's a sense of understanding the goal of life. It's like the purpose of life. Maybe some of you may even feel that you don't know what your soul's mission is or your soul's purpose. And I feel like part of the journey for you, in order to get to that place, is for you to go through these challenges and this transformation. So this is, in a sense, I'm sensing kind of like a blessing in disguise. It may not appear that way up front, but when you're done and over from this energy here, it's like the possibilities will open up, right? You go from this between worlds of being stuck in limbo. I don't know if I can, or should I go back? Should I go forward? Should I do this? And then eventually you're going to say, well, what the heck, right? It's time for change. It's time to take a chance on something. It's time for me not to be so conservative. It's time for me to be more of a risk taker. What's life worth living if I haven't taken any risks? Essentially, that's kind of what I'm picking up for you, Pile 2. So, if you guys felt this reading resonated, feel free to leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. And of course, if you did enjoy the reading, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care. Hello and welcome, Pile 3. If you chose this crystal quartz pillar or obelisk, this is going to be your reading. So let's go ahead and see what blessings are coming your way. So from the Wisdom of the Oracle cards, we have soulmates. All right, pretty clear there. We have the Orphaned card. Very interesting. We have the Fork in the Road. We have Spirit Animal. Thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. We have Skunk Spirit. Know your worth. Beautiful. Very interesting. We have Eight of Materials, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Voices here. Okay, Pile 3, this is quite an interesting reading. Blessings in your life. So clearly, I mean, the biggest thing that I'm picking up here, based off these two cards, this seems to be a repeat message, right? Nine of Materials and Know Your Worth. I feel like one of the biggest blessings you have coming for you, pile 3, is you're going to understand your value, your worth, what you deserve and what you don't deserve, right? There's a sense of like, I know what it is that I deserve, and I'm going to go out and get it. Or if somebody or something is giving me this orphaned energy, then it's time to make a decision to move on from it, right? That's really interesting is that we have this beautiful soulmate connection here, right? Soulmates. For some of you, this could be in dealings with animals because of the spirit animal, right? Maybe you had a very close connection with animals or a particular animal. It says, thank you, Animal Kingdom, for blessing my path with love. So one of the things that I'm picking up on here for sure is that you're very attuned to animals, right? And with the spirit animal card coming through, I feel like you have a spiritual guide now, the one that's an animal who's with you at this time. A guide, if you will, right? They're guiding you through certain things. Now, you also could be having a new, interestingly enough, like a new pet or a new animal come into your life somehow. It's very interesting that I'm picking up on that. And there's this sense of loss as well that I'm picking up from this orphaned card. I feel like in the near future, you're going to have a decision to make with the fork in the road. And I feel like this may not be the easiest decision. It's quite interesting. I'm trying to pick up on it. I can't help but notice the all the animals here, even of course like the llama here. Pretty sure that's a llama. Poor little llama is just left out in the cold. It's really interesting because that's like what the orphaned card is kind of giving me a sense of like being left out in the cold. Maybe there's a decision that's going to require leaving somebody behind or leaving something behind here, right? I'm not sure if it's in connection with this soulmate. It may very well be. Maybe leaving a soulmate behind. It's really interesting. What I find really fascinating about this fork in the road, right, there seems to be a great deal of confusion because we have 5 different arrows and 2 of them are pointing in the same direction, right? It's like maybe you know what path you need to take, but there's a sense of like hesitation in making the decision, the choice, right? Maybe because of this orphaned energy. It's like I'm really trying to pick up on what this is exactly because it's giving me a sense of I think I understand what's going on here. I finally picked up on it. Okay. It's very apparent now that I see it this way. 5 of Pentacles often comes to me as a lack of self-worth, right? And given the fact that we have the 9 of Pentacles and the Skunk Spirit, Know Your Worth, I feel what the beautiful thing that's coming into your life, pile 3, is that you're leaving this behind. This orphaned energy is finally, it's time to go, right? It's gone. There is a tendency, I feel, however, with the fork in the road of like going back to old habits or patterns, old habits or ideas. And I feel like the blessing is that you're going to be removing this over time. Queen of Voices is looking at the 9 of Materials and it's saying, I've got it. I know I've got it, right? It's like you're the prize. You feel like the prize, right? You are this beautiful prize with the Skunk Spirit. You know your value. You know your worth. You're not afraid to see that in yourself anymore. There's just a sense of absolute confidence and calm coming from this Queen of Swords. It's like you speak your truth, right? The Queen of Voices speaks her truth at all given moments. She's incredibly just, or she tries to be, right? And she does, at times, access her emotions in order to make decisions, right? So maybe that's what this fork in the road is about, is like trying to make a decision based off of head over heart. But there's this idea here of you recognizing just how beautiful you are and your capabilities. With the 8 of Materials, I feel like you're going to be quite busy. This card always gives me a sense of multitasking because you can kind of see how her hands are just moving about everywhere, you know. doing one thing and doing another. It's like, it's giving me kind of like a Two of Pentacles, because usually that's about prioritizing, right? It's like, I got to run over here, do that, and then run over here and do this, and then run over here and take care of that, and then I got to call somebody, and then, right? It's like being busy, keeping busy, and like trying to invest energy in the things that you know will, that are more of importance, right? It's like a priority, right? You know which items on your list are priorities, and then the lesser priorities, things that aren't as important, but every now and again you got to update, right? There's a sense of you stepping into that, and through that, I feel like you're going to become incredibly empowered, because you're going to see just how capable you are with the Nine of Materials. And this particular card always gives me a sense of law of attraction. This is very hypnotic. I feel like you may be gifted something. You can kind of see how this hand is like showering someone with flowers, right? With roses there. I feel like you're going to be gifted something. Maybe even in an unexpected manner. You may not see it coming. There's like a gift of some sort coming your way. And maybe that's what the fork in the road is about. It's like, should I go down this path, or should I take this opportunity, right? Queen of Voices is saying, you know, logic over heart, right? Head over heart. But seeing it very clearly, right? So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. That's the only signs coming through. I feel like you're going to be very busy. And what's very beautiful about these two energies here is that, of course, the 8 to the 9, this is a progression. If you feel like you've been stuck, or you feel like things haven't been moving, maybe because of this orphaned energy, things are going to start moving. And I feel like you're going to learn how to communicate more clearly, right? Being able to speak about what it is that you want, what it is that you need, right? Knowing your worth. This means not bending over backwards for other people, people-pleasing. Queen of Swords does not people-please at all. So I feel like there's a great deal of empowerment coming through this. Now, with the soulmate connection, this could be in dealings, of course, with a partner, right? Somebody that that you've been with. Now, what's really interesting is maybe this is a person who had left you out in the cold in the past, right? Maybe that's why the fork in the road is here, because you're not sure if you should move forward. Know your worth and know your value in this situation is what I'm getting, right? Know your worth, know your value. If the person is incapable of giving what it is that you need or desire, right? That's something to be taken a look at, right? Because you can, I mean, granted, there are sacrifices that are made in love, right? There are certain things that you do for others and don't. And it's about understanding, does this person meet your needs, right? Because there's a difference between desires and needs. And oftentimes, I mean, that's really what we look for in a partner. Is like, does this person take care of me? Does this person care for me? Does this person do the things that should naturally come in a relationship? And I sense maybe if they aren't giving you that, then I feel like you're going to leave this person behind. And instead of feeling orphaned about it, instead of feeling sad about it, I mean, there will be sadness if that is the decision you choose to make with the fork in the road. I feel like it's still going to put you into this very empowered, beautiful state here. I feel like you're going to start focusing on your work, focusing on working on yourself, really seeing clearly how you are the treasure, right? You are the treasure. You're the one that deserves all the best in life. And if there are people in your life, soulmates don't necessarily have to be romantic partners. They could be family as well. There are people in your life that simply don't help you out. They're not there for you. They don't care for you in the way that they should. I feel like you're going to drop the sword down with the Queen of Voices, which is beautiful because you're cutting out things that don't help you in life, right? People should help you in life. People should give to you or add value to your life instead of take away, right? So I feel like if there's somebody who has taken away from you, this is something to take a look at, right? Is this person always constantly draining your energy, right? Maybe that's, again, why the fork in the road is here. Do you want to entertain people like this? And if not, then it's time to basically, you know, set healthy boundaries and remove this person from your life. And as I said, with the spirit animal here, I feel like there is definitely a spirit animal here that has been helping you through this process at this time. They've likely been trying to teach you about your value and your worth, right? What it means to be a beautiful, high vibrational being, right? Animals they love us unconditionally, right? They don't really think about who we are as a person, or whether or not we meet up to their expectations, right? Humans are the ones that place expectations. I feel like there's a spirit animal that really does care for you, of course, and they've been helping you throughout all of this, through this journey, essentially, is what I'm picking up on here. I'm trying to see if I pick up on any other messages. We have 2 5s here, which is about change, and we have 2 9s here, which is a completion of a cycle. So I feel like there's definitely something changing, and it's going to, like, things are going to be moving forward in a brand new way, right? 9 of materials is the completion, the 9s are the completion of a cycle, or nearing the completion of a cycle, and of course 54 reduces down to 9. So I feel like there's definitely some sort of cycle that maybe you are currently wrapping up. And once you do wrap this up, it's going to bring you into a much more empowered, beautiful state. So that's going to pretty much wrap things up for you, pile 3. If you felt this reading resonated, feel free to leave a comment down below. I always love hearing from you. And of course, if you did enjoy the reading, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. It's greatly appreciated. And as always, I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care.